This is a 25-minute full-body strength workout for people with diabetes using dumbbells, and I've provided links to the dumbbells that I use down in the description. You can substitute soup cans or water bottles if you don't have dumbbells, and you'll need a strap, tie, or towel for stretching at the end. Before getting started, please make sure that your blood sugar is between 100 to 250 milligrams per deciliter, and that you've watched the relevant safety and instructional videos posted in the description below. Let's start warming up with sumo squats. Take a wide stance that should be up to about double shoulder width, hands in front of the chest. With your chest squeezed to the ceiling and abs braced, begin to squat down, reaching your hips to the back wall. Go as low as you can safely go, keeping your knees tracking over your toes, and then stand back up. 45 seconds. Keep a steady breathing pattern throughout the warm-up. Let's lie on our backs for dead bugs. Bring your legs up to 90 degrees and put your hands next to each knee. Extend your left leg and right arm in opposite directions. Return to start. Now extend your right leg and left arm. Back to start. Continue for 45 seconds. Roll over to your hands and knees for cat-cow, placing your hands directly underneath your shoulders and knees below the hips. Pull your spine to the ceiling while pulling your head and pelvis towards each other. Hold for a few seconds. Now reverse the position so that your head and tail are now pulling towards the ceiling while your belly button drops to the floor. Hold for a few seconds and repeat each for 45 seconds. Stand up for side lunges. Start with a stance that's about twice as wide as shoulder width stance, with your trunk upright and hands on the hips or in front of the chest. Begin to bend your right knee towards your right ankle, keeping the knee tracking over the foot. Go as low as you can comfortably go, pause for a second, and then push off with your right foot and return to the starting position. Repeat on the other leg. Side lunges are going to put more of an emphasis on the hip adductors and the inner thigh, with more activation in this muscle group when compared to a sumo squat. For inchworms, you're going to reach your hands to the floor. Walk your hands out as far as you can, making sure that your hips don't cave to the floor. Pause for a few seconds and then walk your hands back to the start. Stand back up. time to jump into the workout. We're doing 7 different movements that will each be repeated once, and we'll go for 30 seconds on and 30 seconds of rest for each movement. The first exercise is the dumbbell sumo goblet squat. This is the same sumo squat that we did in the warm-up, but we're now holding a weight at our chest. If you found the sumo squats in the warm-up challenging, then you may want to do these without any weights at all. Take a wide stance and begin. The wider stance is going to help target the hip adductor muscles in the inner thighs. Let's rest for 30 seconds. If you want your own diabetes resistance water bottle to help stay motivated, check out my link in the description below. Let's move into the dumbbell press next. Position the dumbbells just above and outside the shoulders. Forearms should be in a vertical position with elbows positioned just in front of the trunk. The wrist should be in a neutral position with the dumbbell directly over the bones in the forearm. Begin to press upward in as straight of a line as possible, and finish with your arms fully extended straight up in the air and dumbbells slightly behind the ears with palms facing forward. Then lower the dumbbells back to the starting position. Exhale as you press up, and inhale as you lower the weights. Make sure to keep your abdominals braced throughout the movement and chest squeezed to the ceiling. The press is going to help strengthen your shoulders and the triceps in the back of the arms. This next exercise, single leg Romanian deadlift, requires a fair degree of balance, so feel free to substitute lunges if needed, or try without any weight. Hold a dumbbell by your side in your left hand. Hold your right arm out to the side to help balance. Begin to move your left leg to the back wall while allowing the dumbbell to move towards the floor, bending at the hips with a slight bend in your right leg. Think about the torso and the leg that's moving backward operating as a single unit. This version of the Romanian deadlift incorporates balance training, more core activation, and reduces strength imbalances in the posterior chain from one side to the other. Our next exercise is the push-up, and there's a link to this exercise in the description below. This can be done against a wall or on the floor from the knees or from the toes. The push-up is going to help strengthen your chest, the front of your shoulders, and the triceps in the back of your arms. If you're finding this information useful, please give me the thumbs up and hit subscribe for more free content. We're now going to do a single leg Romanian deadlift on the other side, holding the dumbbell in our right hand this time and sending our right leg to the back wall. Reverse flies are up next, and you'll need a lighter weight for these, maybe even no weight at all. And I have an instructional video to this exercise in the description below. From a standing position with heels under hips, put a slight bend in your knees. With a proud chest and abs braced, begin to bend at the hips until your torso is angled at about 45 degrees while maintaining a flat back position. With arms hanging down and palms facing each other, begin to bring your arms out to the side up to shoulder level while maintaining that slight elbow bend. Inhale as you lower the weights, and exhale as you lift them out to the side again. Our last exercise in the sequence is shoulder taps, down to the mat. Place your hands underneath your shoulders and get into a plank position with a wider foot position, about shoulder width. You can also do this from your knees. While keeping your hips stable, tap your right hand to the left shoulder and then place that hand back under the right shoulder. Now tap the right shoulder with your left hand and then return that hand to under the left shoulder. Continue these movements for the rest of the 30-second bout. Let's repeat each of these exercises one more time with dumbbell sumo goblet squats up first. If you want to be notified when my next video comes out, ring the notification bell. Going into dumbbell presses now. Single leg Romanian deadlifts on the right side with a dumbbell in your left hand are up next. Moving into push-ups. Hold the dumbbell in your right hand to do single leg Romanian deadlifts on the left side. Let's hit some reverse flies next. And wrapping things up with shoulder taps. Nice work. Time to cool down with some stretching. Sitting on the floor, pull the sole of your left foot into your right inner thigh, point your right foot forward, squeeze your chest up, and begin to bring your chest towards your right leg while maintaining a flat back. If you have tight hamstrings like I do, you may not be able to go that low, but this stretch is going to help improve your range of motion, which is helpful in preventing lower back pain. Make sure that you're stretching until you feel some tension but no pain. 45 seconds. Switch legs, hold for 45 seconds. Grab your towel, tie, or strap for the next stretch. Seated on the ground, Hold one end of the towel in your right hand at shoulder level so the towel is against your back, and grab the other end of the towel in your left hand at hip level. Gradually try to move your hands along the towel as close to each other as possible until you feel a bit of tension without pain. Switch sides. Toss the towel to the side. With wide leg placement, open your legs as wide as possible without pain. Walk your hands forward while maintaining a flat back. Thanks for training with me.